Hello, hello, and welcome back to Minecraft. I just came back from getting some wood. Why do I need wood? Well, I needed to make some hoppers. You know, that's what people usually do with wood in Minecraft, I think. Or make other stuff, I guess, like beacons, beacon bases, you know. That's a good one, obviously. So, let's make some hoppers. Why do I need hoppers? Just need to make chests, I'm an idiot. Why do I need hoppers? Well, I am still building a bee farm, even though it's taking a while. It is taking a while to build the bee farm. I will give you that. Even in the last episode, I even didn't build a bee farm. I built a honeycomb. Well, I did build a bee farm. I don't mean bee farm, I mean a honey farm is what I want to build. Last episode, I didn't build a honey farm. Instead, I built a honeycomb farm, which works, hopefully. It should work. Okay, 50 hoppers might be enough. For now, at least. Okay, my inventory is a mess, which happens occasionally. You know, also my storage system is a mess, which is like my fault, but you know, what am I gonna do about it? Make a better one, I guess. You know, maybe that's an option, actually. Oh yeah, I need you, actually. Because I'm also a little low on something else. Not just the hoppers, not just the wood to make the hoppers. I'm also low on redstone dust, so let's get some of that. Let's put the sapling in here for now. Okay, I think we're ready. Now, where will I build the honey farm? Well, if I was a smart person, I wouldn't build it down here, where there's not a lot of space. You know, where I would have to dig out a huge cavern. By the way, my sugarcane farm might also need some updating. Anyway, this is the honeycomb farm. We have these little modules with some shears in here. And, you know, some shears up there, and we can put some shears. Well, technically, we can just put some iron in here, and it would craft the shears. But that doesn't work that well because, you know, the overflowing shears are just dropped here. So, anyway, I have the on and off switch, which I changed because I had the redstone dust like this before. And I mean, this is obviously not needed. This already powers this side, but it works. We already have 2 stacks and the bees are working nicely. I also changed the hopper line in the back a little bit. You know, now it looks like this. Because the hoppers, you know, that are directly underneath the beehive. You know, I had all of those in a line that went into the chest. Then it can happen that one hopper just picked up a honeycomb out of the beehive. Well, it wouldn't happen for this one. For this one, for example, this one just picked up an item. Well, no, other way around. This one picks up an item, sends it through, sends it into this hopper. This hopper just got an item from the hopper behind it and is pushing it one further. And then this hopper is on cooldown when the beehive gets sheared. So you can have a honeycomb item just sitting in there, you know, instead of getting picked up by the hopper. Which is why I had to make a second hopper line that is for transporting the items. And the other hoppers are just taking out the items. Yes. So now we just need to build some more of these modules because they're exactly the same. We just have to put in glass bottles instead of shears. Yeah, and it would be smart. If I was a smart man, I would build it upstairs next to the creeper farm somewhere. That would be very smart. However, I might not be smart because I already built the modules here. we already got them here. I thought, you know, that's the easy part. Let's just build them. Let's just build them up. We're just missing the bee nests, which I have in my inventory. Not in my inventory. I have in my barrel right here. So we can just do that right now. Place in the beehives. We also need an on switch though. which is not that hard, thankfully. And hopefully I have enough redstone to do it. Okay, and now we just place them. I need some blocks to build upwards a little bit. Yes. So I can get on top here. Okay. Okay, I see a problem. I see a slight problem. There we go. These are not directional as far as I know, right? Yeah, you just place them in. So we just place in the bees now. And that's one step of the process, is placing in some bees. Oh, and this actually works out really nicely. We have bee nests, 6 exactly. And we have exactly 6 beehives. Ah, yes, and they are staggered in, they are not in the same line. So this redstone dust line doesn't really interfere with the module right next to it, because the output from such a bee nest where it's full only goes up to 5. So if we look at this redstone dust here, it's not powered. So this one has power 1. Just have to trust me on that. And this one has power 0. I mean, I guess we could look at F3. Then you see it on the left side. Right. So this honey block, this honey beehive, only powers itself. It cannot power any neighboring ones, and not this one either. So that's good. So it's well stacked together in that way. It's fairly compact. I mean, you can definitely make it more compact. For one, you can just, not put a dividing block between the beehives, but then it gets a little tricky. Because if you don't put a dividing block, I thought I didn't have enough. When you don't put a dividing block, then the bee from here, this is all open, and the bee from here can just fly all the way over there. And it's gonna take forever until it's back in its beehive, which, is where it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go to its beehive and put in the honey, make the honey actually, that's what it's supposed to do. But it can't do it if it's stuck on the other end of the farm, So that's why we have it. That's why we have the dividing blocks in between. Yes, now we can install the on-off switch for all the fence gates. And we can also, while we're up here, put the hoppers on top, like this. There's an enderman somewhere, which is not my concern. Oh, we still have blocks up here from construction. Right, so these are the hoppers which will send the glass bottles into here, into the dispensers. So we get honey bottles instead of, other things. Right, and then the water stream. Okay, just ignore the fact that this hallway isn't fully cleared anymore. That's just a little problem we have right now. That's why we have a door back that I can close, so we don't have to look at the ugly hallway I built. So we don't have to look at that the whole time. It's just happens. Right, so the items will flow on water streams, or the bottles rather, will flow on water streams up there, on top of these blocks. So that will be good. Now we just have to put the on-off switch in, which should not be that hard. The only hard thing maybe is to connect this on-off switch to this on-off switch. That could be a little hard, I guess. But just a little. Okay, we have 5 in between, so we just put the switch. So we put the switch on here. Ignore the fact that this is ugly as all hell. We can just ignore that. good. And then we want to go back there as well. So we need a. Okay, my last repeater in here. This is also not enough redstone dust. I'm just saying it right now, you know, so we're clear this one. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, do I need one more? Well, we'll find out probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, and this is like 12 long, so we definitely need another repeater. I can barely craft one. Then I don't have enough redstone dust to turn this thing back on. It's a little ugly. Would be better to go down here, but then problem is that this hopper will always be locked if we have a block down here. That is powered, you see. I mean, it could be glass, but then it can't go down glass. The redstone signal, you know, then we would have to put normal block there, go down there, and then kind of wind our way through there. I could do it here. No one sees this side. That's actually smarter. Instead of putting it here on the side where someone will always walk by, where I'm probably also putting the chest. We'll put it on the other side. Okay, we just need a repeater. We have... There we go. Enough for a repeater. Bam. Bam, bam. And bam. Repeater. But I do not have the dust. Definitely not. Definitely do not have the redstone dust for this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, see, this is the bad thing that's not supposed to happen. That this interferes with each other. Where was I? 12, 13, whatever. This is good enough. And we will see it right now. Okay, then we just put one here for safety. Bam. I mean, technically I can skip going up there, you know. Okay, and if I do that, we can save on some redstone dust. I'm smart. I'm even so smart that I know the light trick. We don't need you. Oh, come back, please. How do I get out of there once I'm in there? Well, we just crouch. And build, ignore the cave down that's definitely lit up. Not like it was with the, you know. Okay, we need this one. We don't need this one. Now, these should all open up once I hit this. Which I'm not doing right now because I have to place some more redstone dust. Okay, so you two are powered, you two are powered, and now you two are powered. Okay, now once I hit the switch, it should all be open. They are all open, and on the back side, they are all open. Okay. Wonderful. Beautiful. Okay. So that's part 1. We'll have a water stream going up there. We'll maybe do that one last. Now what we need to do is get the honey bottles out of these hoppers and into the place where we want them to go, which is into a crafter. Well, maybe 2 crafters actually. 1 per side, is that smart? 1 crafter per side? Probably. Smart. Okay, yeah, that's the cave I mentioned previously. Previously, I mean like right now, and it opens up to the outside. Ignore the creeper. It's definitely a very safe cave. Okay, just letting you know. It's a very safe cave. have to say, it's like the safest cave anybody's ever seen. It's so safe you wouldn't even believe it. Right, so we have a safe cave here, which is good. So now we can just dig through here. And somewhere we need to have a crafter. Now, I think I want the crafter around here. But think about it. Think about the crafting. Okay, so water stream has to go up there. So water has to go on this wooden block here. Somewhere. Well, it has to, well, actually has to go up further this way so we can align it. Because there will be a chest here, so it has to be like there, maybe. So this is where I want the water elevator. Goes up. Okay. So the crafter, I mean the crafter can be here technically. Just put all of them into a crafter here. Crafter spits it into a water stream that will be going this way. So here we put the crafter. It spits the items in here. There will be a water stream shortly. Here, once I'm, building it. Once I build the water stream, it will be here. So water stream will go this way, which will be great. And it will go up and over, and we'll go over all of these hoppers. Yes. So that's crafter number 1. Crafter number 2. I will not be going here. Crafter number 2 will be going here. Then here we can put the output chest. Okay, this is crafter number 2. Ignore that block, it's not gonna bother us. This is where crafter number 2 will go. Okay. Easy. I would say, I mean, this needs to be... Well, this doesn't need to be, actually. Okay, so... Well, it would be 1 block higher. Everything, actually. Except maybe the water streams, they don't have to be higher. I mean, you don't have to be higher, technically. Doesn't really matter all that much. We can feed you from the top. Then we can at least have access on this side. Read the output nicely. Yeah, that's maybe actually smart, okay. We just put in the hoppers. Which is 1 line underneath these, which, prevents the issue of a hopper being on cooldown while it's transporting, because it's transporting some items. That issue is not an issue with this setup. Okay, we break the line here. We remember that. Put the redstone back later. So you will go on top, and then you will go like this. And I get... Okay, I mean, I would like this hopper back, actually. Okay, then we'll just place in the hoppers. Like so. Then that will actually already be all the hoppers I need, I think, for this farm. This honey farm. Which is still a lot. It's still a lot of hoppers. It's like 12 times 3. Then we probably add another 12. So like 48, 50 hoppers. 50, 60 hoppers. It's just a stack of hoppers. Nothing too outrageous. And I mean, we could cover the hoppers with like, well, not with blocks. Like these with like composters. For, lag efficiency if you want. Right. Now we need some crafters. I think I need 4 crafters actually. Because I need to read the output of the crafter with a comparator, which I do not have. This is what I actually need as redstone dust, first of all. This might just take all my redstone dust, this project. We'll find out very soon. We'll very soon find out if this takes all my redstone dust. Okay. 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 And we can just make like a test version. Yes, I need 4 droppers for the crafters. Okay, let's buy some more redstone dust from my supplier really quickly. My supplier being this guy. Okay. And then we craft it up. We need 4, I think, I said. Crafter-wise. Bam. Okay, now how do you make a craft again? You need iron, right? I never know how to make this guy. I need a crafting table, don't you? And iron. Okay. And 2 redstone. Okay, we have iron. Iron. And we have crafting tables. 4 crafting tables, please. There we go. 4 crafters, please. There we go. Okay, what else do I need for the crafter? Characters. Is that already it? Probably. I mean, how did I do it here? I mean, here I have the sheer crafting thing. Let me look. We have comparator, repeater, comparator. 2 comparators, 1 repeater per thing, so we need 4. Oh, here's my stuff for crafting. So I need 4. This is all the glass, yes. 4 comparators. There's a catch. That's fine. Clean out a little bit. I need you, actually. I need more than you, actually. Let's lift the emeralds. We'll ignore those. Sticks. And torches. We need 4 of you and a couple of... Okay, we should have enough, maybe. We need stone. 4, I think. Huh? I'd only craft 1. We'll do 1 extra. Okay. Crafter. That's dust. Some blocks. Okay. Let's see if we can figure that one out. Okay, so the crafter looks at where you are, I think, when you place it, right? Like a dropper. Yes. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, this will be water. Stream, I mean, we'll block off the top here so the items don't pop out later. Now we take a signal out of you, which has to loop back into you, though. Okay. I mean, we can... Can we get rid of this block? I mean, we should be able to. Get this one as well, technically. Well, that's where my chests go, though. I would say. Isn't that where I'm gonna put the chest later? Maybe. Then we just go this way. And we put the other crafter here. Other crafter. We block off... How many do we block off? We just block off the 4. Blocking off 4 gives us a signal strength of 5. You also have 5 right now. Does this make sense? Help me. 5. We want 9. We want this full. So we should do 8 for you, right? Is that how it works? Yes, yes, yes. So we leave 1 open. So you have single strength 8. You have single strength 9 once you're full. Do you have anything that you can craft 4 of? This one. Okay, then we take an output out of you. We, power it up a little. And we... Wait, can't we just... I'm thinking here. Do this. And then do this. And do this. So why didn't we craft it? Why am I stupid? 1, 2, 3. Because it powers at 3 already? Eh? Oh, so track mode. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we crafted it. Okay. Nice. So if we put 4 in here. Yes. Okay. Works. I'd say. We can block this all back off again. Wonderful. And we do this here. The same way. Well, there's not a lot of space down there. Craft the number 1. Which gets a signal, which gets a signal, which gets a signal from crafter number 2, which has 8, and you are in subtract mode. Then we put the block there. And then we put the redstone and the repeater. Now, if I give you 4, and if I give you 4, and don't forget to click the things, then you craft me the item I am looking for. Okay. This works, and here's a water elevator. Okay. Making progress, actually. Okay. We could do a test run. Maybe we kind of have to clean up all the dispensers anyway. So let's do that. And craft ourselves a couple bottles. You know. Okay, I mean a couple more bottles probably would be good. Actually, let's buy redstone while we're at it. Let's buy some redstone and let's put in some bottles and give it 1 test shot, essentially. Then we just have to do the feeding the bottles back in. You know, the bottle recycling. Which we might even do next time because I'm already a little tired today. Because sleeping is, good for you, but it also means you have less time in the day. So maybe I've not been sleeping as well recently, which is always bad. It's always bad to not sleep well. So yeah, So sleep well, kids, is all I'm saying. And viewers who are not kids anymore, you can also sleep well. That's also important for you. You know? Yeah, just gonna do a little testy. Little test run, essentially. No, it's the honey. I'm like, what is this weird sound the entire time? It sounded like someone, like a slime, you know. But I don't think I'm near a slime chunk as far as I know. I mean, I could look it up in the seed. I could just look at my seed and then see if I am in a slime chunk or not. But I don't think I am in a slime chunk, so no looking it up, though. For now, at least. Okay, I just hope I'm at like 12 stacks of glass bottles, which is this shulker box full of glass. There's a lot more where that one came from. If you're wondering where I got all the glass, I mean, I just mined, I just destroyed a whole beach, maybe 2 beaches, actually, maybe 1.5 beaches, maybe. That's more accurate, maybe. Okay, now they're all loaded up with bottles. Now I just have to get up there. Oh, we're stuck. No problem. We got an elytra. Nothing an elytra can't fix. Elytra can fix almost anything, really. I still can't get up there, though. There we are. Okay, I don't have any blocks, because I'm very smart, actually. So it didn't bring any blocks. Isn't this an easy... Shouldn't this be an easy parkour jump, though? There we go. Okay, now if I take you out, put you back, this should trigger. Perfect. This one was empty. Okay, now let's look here. We got honey blocks and honey bottles, and in here we have one more. Well, here we have one, here we should have 2 honey bottles. Yes, and that's why you have to do the specific setup, and you can't do the quick crafter where you just pulse the crafter constantly, because honey bottles can also be crafted into sugar. So that's where you have to be careful. Right, so we then send this mixture of glass bottles and honey blocks into this water stream. We'll go up here and it will go over these hoppers. Now at the moment the hoppers are just empty, so it would pick up the bottles and the honey blocks. There's a skeleton somewhere. But the plan is to fill up the dispenser completely and the hopper completely. So it would be full like this with glass bottles. So the honey block can't get in there. So the honey block will go all the way over all these hoppers and will land in a chest that will be here. So I don't even need to build an item filter. I just need to fill this all up with bottles like this. So that, you know, they don't start going in here anymore, but just where a couple shulker boxes full of glass come in. Speaking of shulker boxes full of glass, I think I need to cook a bit more, you know. Well, cook is a weird word. Smelt them up a bit more. You know, I have 2 right here. I think I need to put in another shulker box worth of sand. I mean, I have some more. As you can see. Here we have some more. That zombie's normal, by the way. That zombie is supposed to be there. This is the input. Last time I got it wrong, even though I built the stamp thing. You know, not a good sign. Yeah, that should just start if it has enough fuel. There we see. There it's going, and then we can fill up the fuel really quick. Drop here. Now it still wastes a bit of fuel, this smelting system I built, because it's bad, it's a little bad. I will admit it's not the best smelting system. I mean, the lava farm's pretty amazing though. Cannot deny that. Creates more lava than I can ever need. I mean, you just can't put anything that isn't a lava bucket in there, that would be bad. Right, it's just smelting it, and it's putting out glass and even more empty lava buckets because it just started, you know, smelting. Right, so I'll be smelting up some glass before the next episode. So I have enough glass bottles. Then we put in all the glass bottles and then we work on the glass recycling setup. So we get the glass bottles back into the dispensers and then the honey farm's done. And we have honey and honeycomb, probably more than I will ever need, I would argue. And the glass is steadily being produced. Yes, and I have 2 more boxes ready to go. Nice. So that's the end for today then. I didn't even manage to talk about the fact that there's a new update. I mean, I haven't updated this server yet because I installed some mods on here. Well, this world. I haven't updated the world because I just recently updated some mods and then I would have to update all the mods again. You know, so it's gonna... So maybe next time we'll be on the new version, which is 1.21.11, I think. Look at them go. We've got bees. We've got bees making some honey, probably, I would hope. I would hope they're making honey. Yes. I mean, I would use this as the thumbnail again, but can't really use the same thumbnail a million times. It literally looks exactly the same as the, you know, other farm. So not the best idea, I would say. But we're making honey, baby. We're making honey. That's all right, baby. We are making some honey. I mean, I can just use this as the thumbnail, maybe. Yo, we're crafting honeybee in the crafter. Yay. Is my inventory tidy enough to be a thumbnail? Maybe. It's not bad, I'd argue. You know? It's not that bad. I'll take the screenshot for the thumbnail. Okay, nice. So it works. This also works. We hear it shearing. I'm never gonna need this much honeycomb. I don't think. Maybe we can make candles. Those are nice. Anyway. Yes, next time we'll be on the new update and we'll make the bottle recycling system here. Which you should do. You should recycle your bottles if you can. Plastic and glass bottles. Glass bottles are very easily recyclable. Is that the right word? Probably. Yes, so thank you for watching. And I will see you in another episode. Goodbye.